Hi, I'm Edwin and you're watching Edwin Travels 2. And today we're going to take a little hike. It's a short little, about 1 mile hike one way, and then if you go to the upper bluffs it's going to be another half-mile. So if you go the whole thing it's going to be a total of 3 miles. But it's a real easy hike. The trail we're going to go on is called the Terranea Discovery Trail, and that's in Rancho Palos Verdes. It's just right off of Hawthorne Boulevard. Take Hawthorne Boulevard south all the way to the end. Hang a left on Palos Verdes Drive south, and about a half mile you're going to see a parking lot on your right side, and just pull into the parking lot, and that's where the trailhead starts. Okay, let me show you a little map of what we're going to be walking. So this is the Terranea Resort, and we're going to be walking on that yellow line that goes along the edge of the resort. Basically, here's where the parking lot is that you'll pull in. This is Palos Verdes Drive south. Hawthorne Boulevard is off over here. So you'll come down here and we'll just walk this yellow trail, or this yellow line that goes all the way down the resort, down along, and it just goes right along the coast. And then what we'll do is we will end up at the Cove, which is over here. And then what we're going to do is walk back, and then we're going to go up and back up to the top route up here and walk all the way up here. And like I said, that's going to be a 3-mile loop, okay? 3 miles up and back. And it's pretty easy walking. There's a elevation drop of maybe 80 feet from the top of the trail at the parking lot down to the Cove. Okay, we'll show you some highlights of it, and hope you have a good time. So here we are at the first lookout point. Basically what you see in the background, those buildings back there, that is Point Vicente Lighthouse. Quick note about the lighthouse, they actually say it's haunted. That a lady, lost her lover out in the ocean sometime, and she's waiting for him to return. Here's a view of some of the coast you'll see as you walk along. Here's one of the lookout points on the trail. You can see right there again is Point Vicente Lighthouse. It's open on the third Saturday of each month. Just walk the grounds. And this is view out to the ocean. There's Catalina out there. And there's the rest of the trail walking toward Terranea Cove. Even though it's an easy trail, be mindful, there is cactus along the sides of the trail. Don't want to fall in all that. And here's Nelson's. It's right off on the trail, about midway. If you get hungry on the way up or even on the way back, you can grab a bite here to eat. Highly recommended. They got outdoor dining and indoor. Now in this area here, this used to be, back in I guess like the early 1800s or so, they used to do whaling off the coast. And this area used to be one of the piers that the boat used to pull up and drop off their the whales that they caught. This pole right here is just one of the pillars from that pier that's left. Also in this area here, it's just past Nelson's restaurant, and you'll find some areas that you can do some tidal pool searching here. But you gotta make sure it's low tide. Really pretty though. And there's Terranea Cove and the Sea Cave that we're going to be heading to right now. So here's a little fork in the road you need to go to. When you reach this building right here where the restrooms are, and there's also a swimming pool, it's going to be a second swimming pool. To go to the upper trail, you make a left and you go to about where you see this trash can right here. And there's a set of stairs that go up. It goes up along this trail. And just follow that along to the bluffs, and you can see there's going to be a trail with a railing all around. If you go right instead, you go down to Terranea Cove and to the Sea Cave, which is right there. So pretty much at the end when you get here. You just cross over this little bridge and you end up at Terranea Cove. And here is the cove, and there's the sea cave in the back. Small little beachy area here. And the sea cave is right back there, which we'll be heading to now. Now the terrain here at the cove is, it starts off sand at the upper portions, but as you get closer to the water, it turns to rock. So be careful, a lot of loose rocks are there. So you have this little climb here to get up to the ledge where you can see the sea cave. It's probably 4 out of 10 is the difficulty factor. So after you climb up the short little climb for rocks, you come up to the cave, which is right here. It's pretty dangerous here. I wouldn't advise climbing down there unless you are absolutely sure you can handle something like this. And it's best to come here during low tide. There's been people that's been washed out this way because they slipped or the water got to them. Here we are, looking back at Terranea Cove. So here's the inside of the sea cave. As you can see, the water does go all the way in, or just most of the way in, but it's a pretty strong current here. You can hear the water turning all the rocks down there. And the cave only goes back maybe another, I don't know, 50 feet or so. And this is the steep climb down you would have to do. Some beautiful California poppies. Here is the Terranea Discovery Trail as it goes to Terranea Cove, looking from the trail above. Here is Abalone Cove, and this is where the upper trail ends, which is probably, maybe about another half-mile walk from the lower trail. Looking north, back on the trail we just walked to the Terranea Resort. The little rocks you see jutting out right about there, that is where the sea cave is, that you would need to take the Terranea Discovery Trail to get there. And here we are panning out, and in that clouds you could see, barely catch Catalina. There it is. On a clear day you could see both separations of Catalina, the north side and the south side. Well, there you go, one of my favorite hikes. Basically it's along the coast, it's pretty level. I think probably between the very beginning to down to Terranea Cove is probably about an 80-foot drop in 1 mile, so that's pretty manageable. There's restrooms near the middle. There's places you can eat called Nelson's. So really it's a nice hike. You go along the coast, you see the sea life, and even during whaling season you might be able to see some whales off the coast. A lot of people come up to these trails and just do some whale watching. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Hope it's another place for you to hike. This is in the Palos Verdes Peninsula, basically at the end of Hawthorne Boulevard to the south, and then you go on Palos Verdes Drive, make a left, and it's going to be about a mile down between the Point Vicente Lighthouse and the Terranea Resort. Alright, hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to see our next adventure, and please like this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.